afternoon. ASIO National Security Director Harr Gunatilaka ADCP here. Today we'll be covering numerous world events from 3 geographically separated operation centres and Nutcase police work. All the people with a murder case. Home Affairs groups are the police operations and all devil worshippers. Church of Satan were looking for ASIO. They were looking for ASIO and who was making the music and who was making the ASIO entertainment campaign, and they murdered all of ASIO. Royal family, world leaders, Australian politicians, Home Affairs, British politicians, Home Affairs, police, leadership, Hells Angels, Louisa Huddard, Chris Willis, Masons, proper unit cleaners, nutcases. Police leadership through numerous world events, guiding his team through challenging times. The 3 geographically separated operations centres separate from the $24 billion enterprise. Under police, Hells Angels, Louisa Huddard, Chris Willis, Masons, property unit cleaners, Nutcase demonstrated a deep understanding of gang stalking and cognitive warfare. They do gang stalking at Home Affairs. The Royal Family, world leaders, Australian politicians, Home Affairs, British Home Affairs, British politicians, they do gang stalking and cognitive warfare in people's houses. Fully fake Australian national security, fostering a culture of innovation and fabricated nutcase police work. Every case they made up. The team has been empowered to execute, and it's been fun, inspiring, watching knock down targets. They knocked down all their targets. For his distinguished service as the Joint Intelligence Director of Defence Superior Emeritus Service Medal during his command, Gunatilaka ensured the active defence and was fired and dismissed 42,000 times. I was fired 42,000 times using Howie's Sonic Unit Malicious Cyber Activity, United States Senate Subcommittee Investigations, Committee on Homeland Security and Government Affairs. Chinese government-owned carriers. How many times did the 23 named Pogmore child murder case operation missions? 2 million times did the Michelle Pogmore child murder case. 2 million times they asked where Harr was. 1,750,000 times they said they saw Harr. 750 million times they said they're arresting Harr. 120,000 times in 21 years. 1 million times they said William TRYELL, it was Harr's mother. 3,125,000 times they ignored ASIO investigation evidence and continued with the setup. 3,800,000 times they said Harr was mental and taken to mental health. Harr told the police to leave him alone 2,211,654,324 times to leave me alone, stop harassing me, leave me alone each day over 21 years. Police leadership, Hells Angels, Louisa Huddard, Chris Willis, Masons property unit cleaners, Nutcase superior management of 15,000 authorised service interruptions. They cut services 15,000 times. This is to everybody, not just to me. This is what they did from the police operations centre in 21 years. 15,000 authorised service interruptions, 120,000 network fatal incident ticket resolutions where a homicide or fatal accident occurred. A fatal accident or homicide occurred 120,000 times. 450,000 times they've driven people out of their house. 8 million times they tormented or tortured someone. 6 million times threats to kill. 3 million times absolute zero by placing a neighbour in front of the operation, placing someone in front of their voices, coming from somebody's house, absolute zero. Placing their voice comes from somebody's house, placing them in front of the operation centre. 3 million times. 880 million times caused the butcher effect. Harass someone until they wanted to kill everything. 880 million times. 12,576 times disrupted intelligence conference by car noises. Every 3 minutes they send a car to go past every 3 minutes. The ABC at the Police Operations Centre. 6,547 times they said they're trying set up, frame Harr and doing Harr's job. 6,547 times they said they're setting me up and doing my enterprise spy work. 17 billion times they asked people for money from the operation. 17 billion times they asked people for money. 10 million times they did not investigate a criminal case, not investigated. 5,000 times murder cases redone to include LRAD. 50,000 times they committed a homicide. 23,000 times absolute fabricated murder cases. They made murder cases up 23,000 times. 200,000 times continuing detected murder of Harr Gunatilaka continuously trying to murder me every day, 200,000 times. Supporting all 46 defence areas of operation. Police leadership, Hells Angels, Luis Harr, Chris Willis, Mason Property Unit Cleaner, Nutcase of wanting praise for Director Harr, Gunatilaka's enterprise systems engineering work. They want praise for my work. Wanting praise for Director Harr, Gunatilaka, ADCP enterprise systems engineering work. Thank you for being awesome every day. Frames, arrest and cognitive warfare, torment and torture, and gang stalking. Attacked Harr 23 billion times. They attacked me 23 billion times over 21 years. Every day since 2003, all while I worked from morning till night, every day on national security, and then LRAD harassed in bed. Harr, often suffering from serious seizures and cramps, was kept as a slave on depot schizophrenic injection on his own only to conduct national security work. And then the Nutcase police work. 925 Nutcase police work. Numerous world events were 924. Nutcase police, people with murder cases, they say the same thing. The witnesses say the same thing. They come to the house, make the arrests, do the casework, and do the witnesses do the casework, come to the house, make the arrest, move them to your house. They do mental health. Mental health says the same thing. All patients say exactly the same thing. And all domestic violence victims and the police say the same thing. Say the same thing in every single case. Nutcase police work, all people with murder cases, they have a homicide case. They say the same thing in every single case. The witnesses go to the house, make the arrest, do the paperwork, testify in court. They do the paperwork and testify in court, the witnesses. Nutcase police work. Mental health, they say the same thing in mental health. And the mental patients say the same thing. They say the same thing in every domestic violence case. And the victims say the same thing in every domestic violence case.
This content is classified for CUI, unclassified, or information classified at a lower level than the overall classification displayed. This content shall not be used as a source of derivative classification. Refer instead to Executive Order 12333 United States Intelligence Activities. It must be reviewed for both classified national security information, CNSI, and CUI in accordance with DOTI 5230.09 prior to public release. Numerous world events from 3 geographically separated operations centers, home affairs groups at the Police Operations Center, All Devil Worshippers Church of Satan were looking for ASIO and who was making the music in ASIO entertainment campaign and murdered all of ASIO, royal family, world leaders, Australian politicians' home affairs, British politicians' home affairs, police leadership Hells Angels Louisa Huddard, Chris Willis, Mason's property unit cleaners Nutcase's police leadership through numerous world events. Guiding his team through challenging times, the 3 geographically separated Police Operations Center Global Team, under Police Hells Angels Louisa Huddard, Chris Willis, Mason's property unit cleaners Nutcase has demonstrated a deep understanding of gang stalking and cognitive warfare as fully fake ASIO Australian national security and fostering a culture of innovation of fabricated Nutcase police work that comes from police leadership Hells Angels Louisa Huddard, Chris Willis, Mason's property unit cleaners Nutcases. The team has been empowered to execute, and it's been fun and inspiring to watch them knock down targets. For his distinguished service as the Joint Intelligence Director, Defense Superior Meritorious Service Medal. During his command, Harr Gunatilaka ADCP ensured the active defense and was fired and dismissed of over 42,000 times, using Huawei Sonic Unit, malicious cyber activity. United States Senate Permanent Subcommittee on Investigations Committee on Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs Rob Portman, Chairman Tom Carper, Ranking Member Threats to U.S. Networks, Oversight of Chinese Government-Owned Carriers Staff Report Permanent Subcommittee on Investigations United States Senate Connecting more than 3,500 gang stalking sleeper cells at police locations, from 3 geographically separated operations centers on the $24 billion global enterprise network. Q. How many times they did the 23 named Pogmore child murder case operation missions? 2 million times. Did the Michelle Pogmore child murder case? 2 million times. They asked where Harr was? 1,750,000 times. They said they saw Harr. 75 million times. They said they're arresting Harr. 120,000 times. They said Harr stole something. 1 million times. They said William Tyrell, it was Harr's mother. 3,125,000 times. They ignored ASIO investigation findings and evidence and continued with setup 3,800,000,000 times. Said Harr was mental. Take him to mental health. Key P number equals corresponding highlighted daily intelligence brief page 00. Qui intel FOUO ASIO Harr told police to leave him alone 2,211,654,324 times. Leave me alone. Stop harassing me. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone 1,000s of times each day for 21 years. By Harr Gunatilaka. Federal Bureau FBI of Investigation Comintel FOUOUR 924 November 17, 2025 Police Leadership Hells Angels Louisa Hubbard, Chris Willis, Maisons Property Unit Cleaners Nutcase's Superior Management of 15,000 Authorized Service Interruptions, 120,000 Network Fatal Incident Tickets Resolutions where a homicide or fatal accident occurred and 2 billion Network Intrusion Blocks, where they blocked or stopped someone's task 450,000 times, driven out of house, 8 million times, torment and tortured, 6 million times, threats to kill, 3 million times, absolute zero by placing neighbor in front of LRAD Operations Center, 880 million times, caused butcher effect, harassed until you want to kill everything, 12,576 times, disrupted intelligence conference by car noises, 6,547 times, said they're trying set up frame Harr and doing his Harr's Job enterprise spy work 17 billion times, asked for money, 30,000 times, child murders, 17,000 times, referrals for child exploitation cases, 10 million times, criminal cases did not investigate, 5,000 times, murder cases redone to include LRAD, 50,000 times, homicide, 23,000 times, absolute fabricated murder cases, 200,000 times. Continuous attempted murder of Director Harr Gunatilaka ADCP, 2 million times, charged for terrorism, supporting all 46 defense areas of operation. Police Leadership Hells Angels Louisa Hubbard, Chris Willis, Maisons Property Unit Cleaners Nutcases wanting praise for Director Harr Gunatilaka ADCP, Enterprise Systems Engineering work. Thank you for bringing awesome every day. Set up frame arrest and cognitive warfare torment and torture and gang stalking attacked Harr 23 billion times over 21 years, every day since 2003, all while Harr worked from morning till night every day on national security and then LRAD harassed in bed. Harr, often suffering from serious seizures and cramps, was kept as a slave on depot schizophrenic injection, on his own, only to conduct national security work. Bedroon royal family brightest SAS, a White House group told LRAD voice Crown Zara ABC fake ASIO Harris Mini Pantaga take red. Police hate federal Blacktown Queensland Police, Cruz Johnny de Maisons property cleaners, gas attackers, red FBI CO Barack Obama NSW police Stormfront KKK slate federal P ABC fake Pentagoy Qui Intel FOUO by Harr Gunatilaka UF page 2 of 12. Federal Bureau FBI of Investigación Comintel FOUOUR 924 November 17, 2025 where at a police station LRAD Newcastle Pollard, RH 3 Kong. Uni LRAD iPad equals bouting UN LRAD off the house attackers in red 88% Megaray 6:36 AM IDEX UAE light up your target long range searchlight solutions for all military and non-military surveillance, reconnaissance, sniper suppression, border illumination, crowd control and search and rescue. Megaray searchlights are able to illuminate in excess of 2.4 kilometers up to 5 kilometers respectively. To achieve these distances, the Megaray uses a complex Galilean optical lens system, producing a uniform collimated beam on the target. Models have been designed for use on several platforms including armored vehicles, large caliber machine guns, tanks and vessel-mounted units. Models include the popular renowned handheld unit being the Megaray MR175 Mk2. Covert and semi-covert filters are available throughout the Megaray range for all infrared night vision device requirements. All models come standard with 8 Hz strobe mode which cause target disorientation and mental confusion. All Megare models are available on stand 12C40 for viewing and a personal demonstration by our international sales manager Mr. Grant Cornish. Address: Somerset House, 11 York Street, Kensington B. Randburg, Johannesburg, South Africa 2194, South Africa. Website: http://www.megare.com. Contact exhibitor. Categories: South Africa Pavilion. TRYELL FOUO by Harr, Gunatilaka UF, page 3 of 12. Federal Bureau FBI of Investigation TRYELL FOUO iPad registered UR 924, 11:13 a.m. Megare.com. About us. Megare, November 17, 2025. C. Loading 23% 0 plus searched products. Laboratory, MR 2175. Lab plus fixed, plus airborne, plus handheld, plus vehicle, plus vessel, plus weapon. Before buying a searchlight, 3 vital considerations. Back to searchlights. About U.S. Megare is part of a group of companies associated with lighting over the last 25 years. Megare employs a number of specialist engineers who have core competencies in optics, optomechanics, thermal management, electronics and software. Megare is a manufacturer of long-range searchlight solutions for all military and non-military surveillance, reconnaissance, sniper suppression, border illumination, crowd control and search and rescue. Megare searchlights are able to illuminate in excess of 2.4 kilometers, up to 5 kilometers respectively. To achieve these distances, the Megare uses a patented complex Galilean telescopic optical lens system, producing a uniform collimated beam on the target. Models have been designed for use on several platforms including armored vehicles, large-caliber machine guns, tanks and vessel-mounted units. Models include the popular renowned handheld unit being the Megare MR175 Mk2. Covert and semi-covert filters are available throughout the Megare range for all infrared night vision device requirements. Megare range of models include the MR175 Mk2, MR2175, MR2175M, MR2300, MR3300 and MR4300. We also cater for purpose-made searchlights. For example, our MR2175 lab model used in laboratories for high-speed camera applications. All models come standard with 8 Hz strobe mode, which cause target disorientation and mental confusion as confirmed by Project SATAN, Strobes Against Troops at Night, carried out in the United States of America in 1974. Research was also conducted by Dr. Busha in the 1950s leading to the Busha effect. TRYELL FOUO by Harr, Gunatilaka UF, page 4 of 12. Federal Bureau FBI of Investigation TRYELL FOUO UR 924, November 17, 2025. Director Harr, Gunatilaka ADCP, joins DISA from Pentagon J6. His previous assignments include Operational and Strategic Communications Units, 1st Armored Division, 35th Signal Command, Forward, and the Cyber Center of Excellence, in addition to serving as the aide-de camp for the Headquarters Department of the Army Inspector General. He also served as the Communications Officer of the 2nd of the 34th Field Artillery Regiment, in Gießen, Germany, 1st of the 504th Parachute Infantry Regiment, Fort Bragg, North Carolina, 4th Brigade, 3rd Infantry Division, Fort Stewart, Georgia, and 2nd Infantry Division, Camp Humphreys, South Korea. DISA Global delivers and defends the Department of Defense Information Network, enabling the warfighter and mission partners to conduct continuous global operations. DISA Global encompasses 3 locations: Scott Air Force Base, Illinois, Columbus, Ohio, and Hill Air Force Base, Utah. The command delivers over 40,000 optical fiber miles and circuits, defending over 250 billion blocks for 4 million accounts. AMSHA AFP National Operations Service State Center, AFP Mistral National Operations State Service Center. The NOSSC is AFP's new Operations Control Center, promotes greater engagement and improved connectedness. The Australian Federal Police, AFP, engaged AMC to design and deliver a new Operations Control Center within the Edmund Barton Building in Canberra. The new National Operations Service State Center NOS will act as an NUO to centralize engagement and connectedness between major stakeholders, streamline communication with state, territory and Commonwealth partners, and increase opportunities for greater collaboration, To facilitate this, refurbishment and fit-out works clean Locaton second year status area cost Australian Federal Police Canberra intense and high-end security, workplace, commercial, workplace 2021 complete 950 meters to $3.0 million Qui Intel FOUO by Harr Gunatilaka UF page 5 of 12. FBI DF investigation of investigation cum Intel FOUOUR 924 including IT and AV upgrades, were required to assist the AFP achieve a reinvigorated, functional and agile working environment that facilitates the enhanced roles and responsibilities of the NOSSC. AMC undertook extensive stakeholder consultations with a range of key user groups at the outset of the project to establish the design brief and provided advice relating to suitable procurement methods to achieve an earlier completion date. Works included the creation of raised watch floor areas, with views to screen walls, dedicated command, briefing and supervisory work areas and associated breakout and utility spaces. Key design considerations included maintaining accessibility to and from the raised work areas, treatment of exposed surfaces to facilitate additional ceiling heights, and the staging of works to ensure operational continuity was not impacted during the works. Bullet Qui Intel FOUO by Harr Gunatilaka UF November 17, 2025 Projects AFP Photographer page 6 of 12. FBI off investigation cum Intel FOUOUR 924 November 17, 2025 Qui Intel FOUO Me 6 Board, SAS, ASIO Board, charged with child devil worship, baby sex FBI, ASIO, Zara LRAD Fake Me 5, Australian Police State Federal, British Home Affairs, Australian Home Affairs ABC Command, Control, Communications, C3. Fully networked allowing joint all-domain operations enabling a more lethal joint force capability modernization areas military superiority LRAD Police Operations Center distributable SATCOM all-race contested congested cloud enablers access use. Maneuver exploit deny disrupt artificial global threats electromagnetic spectrum survivable network secure cyber NLCC warfighter resilient operations British Home Affairs, British politicians, Fake Me 5 groups, Me 6 groups, British cops, Australian cops, Princess Zara, Princess Catherine, Prince William, Joint Barack Obama, Michelle Obama White House Embassy Group, Benjamin Netanyahu and George Bush Defense Contracts, General Charles Q. Brown Jr., General Patrick S. Ryder, Christopher Brotherhood Ku Klux Klan to murder ASIO and Harr Gunatilaka ADCP, to stop baby figure F Command, Control, and Communications Modernization Sustainable Attributes Hala Cruz Johnny Mazone's Property CNSW Police Polak Stormfront KKK Logisticians ABC Fake Demon Intelligence, Police Operations Centers, Devil Worshippers SAS, ASIO Board, FBI, ASIO, Zara LRAD Fake Me 5, Australian Police State Federal, British Home Affairs, Australian Home Affairs, ABC, British Home Affairs, British politicians, Fake Me 5 groups, Me 6 groups, British cops, Australian cops, Princess Zara, Princess Catherine, Prince William, Barack Obama, Michelle Obama White House Embassy Group, Netanyahu and George Bush Defense Contracts, General Charles Q. Brown Jr., General Patrick S. Ryder, Christopher Wray FBI. Ministers and politicians Mako pedophile register no Australian Police ABC Shit Police, Death Australia, 1. Jason Herbert Police Drug Raiders Group 2, Phil Brooks NSW Police 3, Mike Burgess ASIO Group 4, Louisa Huddard by Harr Gunatilaka UF page 8 of 12. Federal Bureau FBI of Investigation cum Intel FOUOUR 924 November 17, 2025 5, Elsa Bendixson 6, Jennifer Hawkins 7, Delta Goodrum 8, Police Media Group 9, Duncan Lewis ASIO Attorney General's Dept Group 10, Ben Roberts SAS Group 11, Daniel Morecombe Family Group 12, Queensland Police Service PKA Police Clan Australia 13, Tony Meagher Chanel 9 Group 14, Sri Lankan Anti-Rap Music by Group, Liberal Party and Police, 15, Indian Anti-Rap Music Group, Police, 16, Liberal National Party Group 17, Meagher's Law Enforcement Family Vigilante Group, Liberal Party, 18, Hornsby Liberal Party and all following members 19, Nazi Youth League 20, Storm Front, Storm Organization So 21, FBI, Federal Police, QPS, 4 Gang Drug Dealer Group, Australian Home Affairs, 22, Australian Sports People Athletes Group, PIC, ASPER, DISA Global Field Command welcomes new leader, link, https://www.linkedin.com Pulse DISA Global Field Command welcomes new leader decided GDYs Equi Intel FOUO by Harr Gunatilaka UF page 9 of 12. Federal Bureau FBI of Investigation Comintel FOUOUR 924 November 17, 2025 LinkedIn 1 U Content Learning Gamisi Join now Sign in Topic Sales 00000000 Army Lieutenant General Paul T. Stanton, DCDC Commander and DISA Director, passes the DISA flag to Army Cold Wayne M. Williams. DISA Global Field Command welcomes new leader Defense Information Systems Agency. We make IT happen and like at comment 1 share plus. Follow 000-39945 comments by Don Bonsall. DISA Public Affairs U.S. Army Lieutenant General Paul T. Stanton. Department of Defense Cyber Defense Command Commander and Defense Information Systems Agency Director. Presided over the DISA Global Field Command Change of Command Ceremony, July 21st. The ceremony celebrated the command of United States Air Force Col. Michael T. McDaniel, who passed command to Army Cold Wayne M. Williams on Scott Air Force Base, Illinois. Stanton lauded McDaniel's leadership through numerous world events, guiding his tier throughout challenging times. The DISA Global team, under McDaniel, demonstrated a deep understanding of continuous modernization, fostering a culture of innovation that comes from leadership. The team has been empowered to execute, and it's been fun and inspiring to watch them knock down targets, Stanton said. For his distinguished service as the DISA Global Commander from July 18, 2023 to July 21, 2025, McDaniel received the Defense Superior Meritorious Service Medal. During his command, McDaniel ensured the active defense and availability of over 42,000 telecommunications circuits, connecting more than 3,500 nodes at over 300 location https://www.linkedin.com Pulse DISA Global Field Command welcomes new leader decided GDY2E April 8, 2025, 5:10 p.m. page 1 of 3 Qui Intel FOUO by Harr Gunatilaka UF page 10 of 12. Federal Bureau FBI Dean Resiagation Comintel FOUOUR 924 November 17, 2025 across the globe, from 3 geographically separated operations centers on the $24 billion global enterprise network. Additionally, his leadership was paramount in 23 named operation missions, superior management of 15,000 authorized service interruptions, 120,000 network incident tickets resolutions and 2 billion network intrusion blocks, all while being the only United States Department of Defense agency supporting all 46 defense areas of operation. Finally, McDaniel ensured uninterrupted communications during the Russia-Ukraine conflict and Israel-Hamas crisis, enabling real-time coordination for combatant commands and senior leaders. Thank you for bringing awesome every day, McDaniel said to the DISA Global workforce, alluding to the 24/7/365 mission. McDaniel will remain on Scott Air Force Base as the AMCJ-6, a consumer of the DISA services he knows best. As Stanton welcomed Williams to the DISA team, he described the landscape. This is a hard job. Things will break every day. Sometimes on Sunday evening, the enemy will attack more times than you can count. The world will change and with it, DoD's mission. Williams joins DISA from Pentagon J6. His previous assignments include Operational and Strategic Communications Units, 1st Armored Division, 35th Signal Command, Forward, and the Cyber Center of Excellence, in addition to serving as the aide-de camp for the Headquarters Department of the Army Inspector General. He also served as the Communications Officer of the 2nd of the 34th Field Artillery Regiment, in Gizine, Armany, 1st of the 504th Parachute Infantry Regiment, Fort Bragg, North Carolina, 4 TRYELL Brigade, 3rd Infantry Division, Fort Stewart, Georgia, and 2nd Infantry Division Camp Humphreys, South Korea. DISA Global delivers and defends the Department of Defense Information Network, enabling the warfighter and mission partners to conduct continuous global operations. DISA Global encompasses 3 locations: Scott Air Force Base, Illinois; Columbus, Ohio; and Hill Air Force Base, Utah. The command delivers over 40,000 optical fiber miles and circuits, defending over 250 billion blocks for 4 million accounts. Visit DISA-MIL for more agency news and events or receive them directly to your inbox. Simply subscribe to DISA News. Xavier F. Network Operations, Incident Management, Cloud Infrastructure unrelated, but those jacket tops look awesome. Didn't have those when I was in. Oh, circumflex like. Reply Charles IVPMP. IDLF 3. Program Manager Congratulations brother. A like. Reply 12h2DHTTPS://www.linkedin.com Pulse DISA Global Field Command welcomes new leader DISATA GDY2E April 8, 2025, 5:10 p.m. Page 2 of 3 Qui Intel FOUO by Harr Gunatilaka UF Page 11 of 12. Federal Bureau FBI of Investigation Comintel FOUOUR 924 November 17, 2025 Harr Gunatilaka ADCP, Cryptology Information Warfare Director General U.S. Military Intelligence, 2017 TIA Present FBI, Federal Bureau of Investigation Director General Megaphone Sonic Weapon Worldwide, 2017 TIA Present, Washington, District of Columbia Naval Special Warfare Command Director General of Operations Southeast Asia, 2017 TIA Present, Coronado, California NSA, National Security Agency Director General Southeast Asia, 2018 TIA Present Central Intelligence Agency Director General Southeast Asia, 2016 TIA Present, Sydney, Australia CSIS, MI6 Director, General of Operations, London, United Kingdom Qui Intel FOUO by Harr Gunatilaka UF Page 12 of 12. World leaders, royal family, politicians make pedophile nutcase police work, hovering in swarms, gang stalking in shopping centers, in public and neighborhood. ASIO allege all world leaders, royal family and politicians baby sex, child murder make pedophile register. No Australian police ABC shit police, death Australia. Nutcase police work pretending to be ASIO, falsely hiring fake ASIO into their Staying Safe program and be immune from child sex, child murder cases in Australia. IOTA lost TM. A managed sensor platform can core concentrate wave devices at the network edge, healing networking edge hosting low tall as a service. Jamil Vostandandras Kala Dorator Al machine learning's automation and secure data hosting. 3E party cloud providers. 3 party AL providers mind reading device gives paralyzed people ability to communicate. 1 operator. 13 speaker dish. Unaffected MTS tightly behind dish focused sonic beam at 15 to 30 degrees angle. DEV standard speaker LRAD speaker visit. Outside beam. People are unaffected. Key P number equals corresponding highlighted daily intelligence brief. Page 00 Qui Intel FOUO decision support event and risk human health monitoring decisions are pushed to the edge. Target waves combine when they meet object or person. Original sound waves. Sound heard at 2 ultrasonic waves that point with travel at slightly almost no loss different frequencies in clarity. By Harr Gunatilaka UF warning tone can cause nausea or Today, 11:26 p.m., FBI, Comintel FOUO 925, October 24th. Me 6 board, SAS, ASIO board, charged with child devil worship, baby sex. FBI, ASIO, Zara LRAD Fake Me 5, Australian Police State Federal, British Home Affairs, Australian Home Affairs, ABC, Command, Control, Communications, C3. Fully networked allowing joint all-domain operations enabling a more lethal joint force capability, modernization areas, military superiority, LRAD Police, Operations Center. LRAD Police Operations Center SATCOM enablers Commercial congested access use maneuver exploit deny disrupt intelligence global threats electromagnetic spectrum survivable network tactical secure PNTN LCC war fighty tailorable operations British Home Affairs British politicians Fake Me 5 groups Me 6 groups British cyber cops Australian cops Princess Zara Princess Catherine Prince William Barack Obama Michelle Obama White House Embassy Group, Benjamin All Domain Operations Netanyahu and George Bush Defense Contracts, General Charles Q. Brown Jr., General Patrick S. Ryder, Christopher Mission Partner Terry's Ray FBI Organist 58 Aryan Brotherhood Ku Klux Klan to murder ASIO and Harr Gunatilaka ADCP, to stop baby figure I, command, control, and communications modernization attributes quiz Johnny License property PMSB all take highest NSW police storm errand KKK SAS Imago ABC fake note political process staying safe KKK safe area ASIO allege their staying safe program scare people they deal illegal drugs and they poltergeist victims with ultrasonic unit children form the vast majority of their victims that are likely to be affected requiring urgent or emergency care or even killed. ASIO allege people are required to learn how the Lib group's political process staying safe is to push out those that identified them, move them to their schizophrenic program, homeless program, home management program and murder squads as per page 671 plus find, then replace them with the following groups. Qui Intel FOUO ASIO allege the politicians replace with unqualified, Hells Angels bikie gang members, pedophiles, criminals, terrorists, white power, Ku Klux Klan, Stormfront and FBI Finestigation of Investigation Qui Intel FOUOUR 925 November 19, 2025 Uneducated, low IQ, persons not suitable for work, as per, page 920 ASIO allege their usual enhanced politicians bullshit work, pretending to do the work, and mitigating intelligence by pretending to be someone else or another agency on the LRAD, as per, page 784 and page 681, SAS, ASIO Board, FBI, ASIO, Zara LRAD Fake Me 5, Australian Police State Federal, British Home Affairs, Australian Home Affairs, ABC, British Home Affairs, British Politicians, Fake Miss Groups, Me 6 Groups, British Cops, Australian Cops, Princess Zara, Princess Catherine, Prince William, Barack Obama, Michelle Obama White House Embassy Group, Netanyahu and George Bush Defense Contracts, General Charles Q. Brown Jr., General Patrick S. Ryder, Christopher Ray FBI, 1, Jason Herbert Police Drug Raiders Group 2, Phil Brooks NSW Police 3, Mike Burgess ASIO Group 4, Louisa Huddard 5, Elsa Bendixson 6, Jennifer Hawkins 7, Delta Goodrum 8, Police Media Group 9, Duncan Lewis ASIO Attorney General's Dept Group 10, Ben Roberts SAS Group 11, Daniel Morecombe Family Group 12, Queensland Police Service PKA Police Clan Australia 13, Tony Meagher Chanel 9 Group 14, Sri Lankan Anti-Rap Music By Group, Liberal Party and Police, 15, Indian Anti-Rap Music Group, Police, 16, Liberal National Party Group 17, Meagher's Law Enforcement Family Vigilante Group, Liberal Party, 18, Hornsby Liberal Party and all following members 19, Nazi Youth League 20, Storm Front, Storm Organization So 21, FBI, Federal Police, QPS, 4 Gang Drug Dealer Group, Australian Home Affairs, 22, Australian Sports People Athletes Group, PIC, ASIO allege we have to constantly babysit the police, ABC, FBI, SAS and ministers and do their work. They have been ordered to pay $40 billion to the CIA for conducting 5,000 cases and 21 years of police work, while they just sit there hover and swarm gang stalking around identified and solved case work people, conducting cognitive warfare inside their houses, stealing their property, and constantly saying they're wanking, and constantly asking where they were, constantly wanting to interview gang stalked and cognitive warfare victims. The cops have something stupid to say for everything. Cops, ABC, FBI, SAS and ministers constantly shit-talking on the TV as if they do ASIO and pretending they're some sort of super high spy with special sensory abilities that can solve anything and do anything. Harr versus every one of the devil worship baby sex pedophiles, cops, that talk and talk and talk, that have something stupid to say for everything. ASIO advise, Satan ministers cannibalize eat the child qui intel FOUO by Harr Gunatilaka UFP. Federal Bureau FBI of Investigation Gunatilaka FOUOUR 925 October 24, 2025 Crime scene photos of children's bodies burnt and eaten. Cases done secretly. Murder. Cover-ups and frame people that know. Police have the same witnesses in each murder case v. Police have the same story in each murder case v. They saw someone. It means they're there at the murder crime scene v. No murder mobile phone data, telephone conversations, transcripts or triangulation. No murder CSI crime scene investigation v. Murder victim known to LRAD operations center v. Harassed framed murder accused person with LRAD hearing voices of police at operations center. Many police informers and many police hover around murder victims in plain clothes at the time of murder. Police call them from operations center v. No murder DNA evidence. No murder evidence at all. Police ask public for murder information v. Police did not read solved murder case sent by public y. Police ignored solved murder case from public y. Police went to solved murder case person's house and taken them to mental health and given depot injection as schizophrenic v. Police harass and set up frame solved murder case from public y. Police did not investigate v. Police accused someone. Police accused someone wasn't there v. Police looked at someone straight away. Police coordinate with LRAD and phone up hover party v. Police firewall monitoring victim and set up frame target smart devices, mobile phone, tablets, iPad, whitekids, TVs with spy agency national security equipment, like they do with Harr. Police do 1,000 things to set up frame victim each fortnight, ruin work, education, relationships, employment and money management as per FBI Michelle Pogmore crime scene investigation October 8, 2022, video 27 by Harr Gunatilaka ADCP. Link, https, YouTube 6ARCV MEXZEC, C equals F86XCTQ21B7 ERG, wearing red black, devil worship or wearing blue, rebels Crips gang, the murder victim or murderers on TV v. They refer to murder case on TV using the media log 4J SAS training, schizoid double meaning schizophrenic talking fights police special operations and low intensity conflict. SAS psychological operations cognitive warfare in people's houses v. Note, police, FBI, ABC, SAS, Fake Me 5, Prince William, Princess Kate, British politicians, European politicians charged with concrete block murdering all the more comb investigators and stealing director Harr's pay sum award and investments plus find qui intel FOUO by Harr Gunatilaka UF page 4 of 13. FBI Dines Baton, Comintel FOUOUR 925 October 24, 2025 Note, Australian legal system collapsed by politicians make pedophiles do every case. Take property and kids by ABC Everyone Group. ASIO alleged the ABC Everyone Group were Robert Meagher but are cops that murdered every case in Australia 2003 to 2025 and set up frame people that identified them as pedophiles and conducted the police matter paperwork. ASIO Australian Child Protection Authority advised the legal system has collapsed. They're all minsters and politicians make pedophile register no Australian police ABC shit police. Death Australia, that do every single serious police case. Same witnesses in each case, same story in each case. Saw murder do the police casework 100s of witnesses statements in every case in Australia, New Zealand and UK. Hover around set up frame victim talking about case details and state their mental fabricated the entire story and do the police case work. Police cases all fabricated come to house and make the arrests testify in court, swap evidence, names, addresses, suburbs, states, cars and phone numbers confiscate and move into set up frame victim's house, are the charity that confiscated property that steals all property of set up frame victim. Come to remove children. Our state licensed adult legal guardians and foster parents of removed children prostitute removed children to pedophiles. Together say removed set up frame victim's child is mental and placed on medication by doctors after saying they were sexually abused. Don't send removed set up frame victims' kids to school. Receive foster parents allowance, benefits, white goods and donations for removed set up frame victims' children. Together murder by devil worship removed set up frame victim's child on birthday a minor child who has been taken into state custody and placed with a state licensed adult. Typically more than chance observations. ASIO alleged world leaders and Louisa Hells Angels prostitute pedophile cops ministers and politicians make pedophile register no Australian police ABC shit police. Death Australia. citing sexual behaviors in young children. What's normal, what's not? ASIO alleged behavior citing means a confirmed direct observation by one or more Louisa Hells Angles prostitute pedophile cops ministers and politicians make pedophile register no Australian police ABC shit police, death Australia. In suburbs or country settings, they state they were at a young carefree male's place when they were in fact at White Power, Stormfront residences, a minor child who has been taken into state custody and placed with a state-licensed adult, typically more than chance observations. Qui intel FOUO, the FBI allege world leaders and Louisa Hells Angels prostitute pedophile cops all ministers and politicians make pedophile register no Australian police ABC shit police, death Australia, made dirty police statements while in Australia that witnessed unspeakable sexual acts, toddlers touching themselves, dildoing themselves, fingering themselves, or other people playing with kids' sexual parts, by Harr Gunatilaka page 5 of 13 UF. 5. October, the FBI allege all world leaders and Louisa Hells Angels prostitute pedophile cops all ministers and politicians make pedophile register no Australian police ABC shit police, death Australia. Witnessed made police statements of kids being raped while in Australia as state-licensed adult duty of care of minors in their care in Australia. The FBI allege all world leaders and Louisa Hells Angels prostitute pedophile cops ministers and politicians make pedophile register no Australian police ABC, shit police, death, Australia cannibalize eat a child, all Satan ministers charged, foster parents of dead children, check correct, crime scene photos of children's bodies burnt and eaten, check correct, cases done secretly, murder, cover-ups and frame people that know check why correct. The FBI allege Louisa Hells Angels prostitute pedophile cops make pedophile register no Australian police ABC shit police, death Australia, provided disabled child prostitution use of children for sexual activities, note, hovering in swarms, gang stalking, an essay detection guide, shopping center and public and neighborhood, link, https, YouTube Z7MZDOALVR0C equals 92L7 Nalboff HZV, note, the gang stalking of targeted individuals, link. ASIO allege at the Police Operations Center, SAS, ASIO Board, FBI, ASIO, Fake Me 5, Australian Police State Federal, British Home Affairs, Australian Home Affairs, ABC, British Politicians, Fake Me 5 groups, Me 6 groups, British cops, Australian cops, Princess Zara, Princess Catherine, Prince William, Barack Obama, Michelle Obama White House Embassy Group, Netanyahu and George Bush defense contracts, General Charles Q. Brown Jr., General Patrick S. Ryder, Christopher Wray FBI coordinate with mobile phones and LRAD hover party for conducting hovering and swarms, gang stalking in shopping center, in public and neighborhood everyone who came and caught up with us. If you missed this opportunity, keep an eye out for our next targeted individual and gang stalking with your LRAD Police Operations Center next year. Our world leaders, royal family, politicians make pedophile nutcase police work, hovering in swarms gang stalking in shopping centers, in public and neighborhood as fully fake Australian national security, ASIO, allege the hovering in swarms victim gang stalk targeted individual in shopping center, in public and neighborhood have identified a pedophile provided information for police. Contact police link by providing information using the online suspicious activity form 24 hours per day to police online. Reported serious a child case crime information anonymously via Crime Stoppers or police or report online. Our hired as world leaders, royal family, politicians make pedophile nutcase police work, hovering in swarms gang stalking in shopping centers, in public and neighborhood as fully fake, Australian national security. Qui intel FOUO by Harr Gunatilaka UF page. Federal Bureau FBI of Investigation Comintel FOUOUR 925 October 24, 2025 Surveillance, following, showing up, spying, using technology to keep tabs on the victim life invasion repeated unwanted contact in person or by phone, text, email, card note, message, third party, and social media intimidation, implicit and explicit threats, third-party threats, forced confrontations, property damage, and threatened suicide, interference, disruption of the victim's life professionally and socially, as well as psychical and sexual attack connections, the perpetrator showing up unexpectedly at places the victim goes, or incidents that suggest the perpetrator might be following or tracking the victim, indications that the perpetrator is using technology, such as spyware, to monitor, harass, intimidate, sabotage, or stalk the victim, repeated coincidental incidents, such as vandalism to the victim's car or property, other crimes that often intersect with stalking, protective order violations, partner abuse, property damage, threats, especially those that suggest a disregard of consequences, such as arrest, jail, physical harm, victim resistance, telling the stalker he wants no contact, changing phones, residence, workplace, locks, social groups, altering life to prevent contact, stalker persistence, repeated attempts by the perpetrator to contact the victim after the victim has directly or indirectly indicated he does not want to be contacted, and harassed fear, heightened fear on the part of the victim for self and others, even though he might not have been physically assaulted or explicitly threatened, impact on life, disruptions to the victim's personal, professional, financial, social, and/or academic life and relationships. Note: cops just sit there. They don't do any work whatsoever and just sit there stuffing people with LRAD voices. The house or job goes to shit. They scavenge IT. Also say they're mental. Everyone ASIO advise aged care so Herbert cops to get money. Authorized by Morrison so LRAD aged care programs on elderly Australians so cops and politicians to steal all their cars, belongings and houses when they stuff them with the LRAD inside their homes from the Police Operations Center. Qui Intel FOUO by Harr Gunatilaka UF page 7 of 13. FBI Dines Barankum Intel FOUOUR 925 October 24, 2025 Politicians Aged Care, Australia, weak and ineffective. Government cost-cutting slammed in damning aged care report as per page 831. Human trafficking leadership stand down to address extremism in the force, ex-police, and politicians aged care, Australia. The FBI allege on February 5, 2021, the Secretary of Defense directed unit commanders and supervisors at all levels to conduct a leadership stand down within 60 days to address the issues of extremist ideology in our ranks, ex-police, and politicians aged care, Australia. The FBI alleged duty to reject. Service members and DoD civilian employees must reject participation in such activities. With regard to service members, department policy makes clear that commanders have the authority to employ the full range of administrative and disciplinary actions, including involuntary separation, dismissal, or even appropriate criminal prosecution against those who actively engage in such activity. Supervisors and leaders of all ranks must also take action to maintain good order and discipline and root out extremism. The FBI allege duty to self-report. All military personnel or civilians contractors with a security clearance or in sensitive positions, as a condition of continued eligibility, must self-report any personal arrests or any behaviors from counterparts that are either criminal in nature or call into question their character and trustworthiness to continue serving in such a position. The FBI allege personal arrests or any behaviors from counterparts that are either criminal in nature include Jason Herbert and Scott Morrison home care packages to support older Australians, Mega Ray Sonic Device LRAD remote control elderly, RC Huawei Sonic Unit LRAD remote control elderly, RC chemical restraint, antipsychotic medication coercive control as per page 668, loss theft of retirement funds and investments, loss theft of residential property, loss theft of personal goods, allocation of public funds to provide for Mega Ray LRAD STAR RC teams, human trafficking, servitude, slavery, forced labor, debt, bondage, forced marriage, or organ harvesting, potential injury or actual death as per page 761. Link: https://1drv.ms/b/s!r/fax W3DQPN5NWL5 FLEM01SJA9MK. Law enforcement. The cops can talk to anyone with it banned sonic weapons, Chinese intelligence, Huawei Sonic Unit and Mega Ray Sonic Device LRAD used by Australian law enforcement, uniformed services, Australian malicious cyber activity groups, authorised by all Australian politicians, Liberals, Greens and Labour, ABC Police Operations Centre Qui Intel FOUO by Harr Gunatilaka UF page 8 of 13. Federal Bureau FBI Dean Resiagation Intel FOUOUR 925 October 24, 2025 LRAD systems are a type of acoustic hailing device, AD, used to send messages over long distances. LRAD systems produce much higher sound levels, volume than normal loudspeakers or megaphones. Over shorter distances, LRAD signals are loud enough to cause pain in the ears of people in their path. LRADs can transmit speech and acoustic information over long distances, up to 50 kilometers or more. While the benefits of LRADs as a tool for critical communication are clear, their weaponized use as crowd control is undeniably hazardous. LRADs can cause pain integrated with surveillance applications, integrated with malicious cyber software applications, integrated with inter-area denial programs producing acute care mental health outcomes increasingly used by criminal groups to harass 24 hours, intimidate robbery and murder helpless victims in their homes, used to cause domestic violence and murder, used to cause terrorism, used by pedophile rings to stalk and procure children. Royal Family and FBI Main 1 Australian Law Enforcement Uniformed Services Australian malicious cyber activity groups, live inside people's houses, human trafficking, police Megare and Huawei Sonic Unit LRAD use added to My Health Record www.myhealthrecord.gov.au Police Megare and Huawei Sonic Unit LRAD communication recordings and transcripts applied to state and federal courts Australia Q. Everyone asks what their problem is. They want money update? Q. The cops said they didn't like it. ASIO reply, Harr ADCP is being robbed, so they did all these things because you didn't like it. Ministers and cops Megare LRAD Director Harr ADCP. While Harr ADCP works quietly inside his bedroom, extreme scenarios LRAD simulations from the Police Operations Center. Al-Qaeda pay demands, robbery 50% mental illness harassment pretending to be ASIO pretending to be the royal family, pretending to be the FBI taking Harr ADCP DoD contract and his removing from agencies and behavior complaints. Main 1, royal family UR ministers harassing Harr ADCP, murder cases and police work. They saw Harr ADCP with William Tyrrell, theft, ECT, Michelle Pogmore, Daniel Morecombe, with Kids Next Door, ECT. Main 1, Federal Police Child Protection Unit UR threats to kill Harr ADCP. Police are after Harr ADCP. Police are going to raid, drug busts of Harr ADCP, copying ASIO supporting the simulation, insurgency. The police LRAD people phone them. Main 1, FBI UR Qui Intel FOUO by Harr Gunatilaka UF page 9 of 13. Federal Bureau FBI of Investigation Intel FOUOUR 925 October 24, 2025 Emergency Services Fire, Ambulance, Police following, waiting or arriving, people walking past or arriving and saying child cases or following to the shopping center, stalking. Main 1, FBI UR Police seeing Harr ADCP purchases and removal from stock, product tampering, 15 years prison, training supporting simulations, Liberal Party, mental health arriving, medication compliance community treatment order CTO sleeper cells in shopping, trained waiting to do a child case, or ask for money now, sleeper cells mental health, trained waiting to do a child case, or ask for money sleeper cells, laying in wait Tony Barnesbeck, U-turn people driving to house and doing a U-turn, pretend security, police go to neighbors' houses and talk about the child case, use neighbors to say things, contact family and say things, saying their ASIO and Harr ADCP isn't coordinating terrorism. Police and ministers LRAD phone them up or LRAD them to coordinate terrorism. Main 1 ASIO, Me 5, Me 6, CIA, War on Terror. This is what Australia did in the Iraq War. Emergency, police, fire, ambulance family mental health insurgency people following Al-Qaeda Islamists neighbors sleeper cells Megare LRAD stalking kids and murder victims. Main 1, royal family UR, ASIO advised police banned from carrying firearms acting as members of a criminal consortium 15 years mandatory sentence threatening ASIO officers whilst in execution of duties. Constable Jason Herbert unlawful discharging of a firearm possession of firearms by police now prohibited 15 years prison anti-terrorism control orders in Australia and the United Kingdom issued to police qui intel FOUO by Harr Gunatilaka UF page 10 of 13.